I won't lie, it's not easy when
Jack,
your pizza is so cheesy. Anyway,
why are you singing like you're like sleep singing, like you're sleepwalking that you
because I'm doing a bit. I'm doing a bit. I hit the record
you need
button
to
and I
set up
was
the
doing a
bit
bit because
first?
I thought it would be funny because I wanted to start it with talking about pizza and fucking Desert Child being a great game. And you're in here like, bro, why you acting like a loony? And you're ruining my bit. You're fucking up my steez, man.
What if we delivered the world's sleepiest pizza?
Tumbleweed's taking a train to Sleepy Time Junction. Uh, Shout out to Game Grumps. Anyway, hello everybody, what's up? I am Lou Jack, that's Taylor, we're the People Orange, we're playing
Hello,
Phoenix
check,
Wright.
check, check.
How's everyone doing?
Hold on. Checking the audio.
Midnight hour, time to
Like,
deliver a cheesy slice of fast
so Jack,
pizza. What?
so Jack.
What?
You gotta turn your mic gain down just a little bit.
My mic gain? My
Yes.
mic gain? Okay. Let's see. Audio. Mike Cox.
You,
Alright, how about now? How about now?
I'm
How about
switching
now?
the
No,
screen
no,
right
no,
now. I
no.
got you muted, but I'm hearing you in the past.
No, 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 no. Here, if you're hearing me, this is the past. I just want to say, don't be a fucking loser. I don't know. Whatever.
Talking. Hold on. We're delayed
Talkity
by like
talk
7
talk.
seconds.
7 seconds to Sleepy Time Junction.
Jack, did you put a sound gate on the output audio?
A sound gate? I just turned down the sound gain.
Yeah, because
I just turned down the mic.
it's basically
I could turn down more.
those are two different things. Now the sound gate right now is too aggressive, where it's hearing me, but it only plays the music from the game while I'm talking. As soon as I stop talking, it's like,
What?
oh, I don't
That's
hear
weird.
enough.
I don't know how do I fix that?
Sound gate on the output audio.
On the output properties or not properties, filters, sound gate. There's noise gate. That's not what I'm looking for.
Sorry, noise gate.
Is it noise gate? What am I doing? Closed threshold or open
No.
threshold? Like, what am I clicking on?
Make the overall threshold. Let's see here.
Okay, well there's a closed
4.
threshold and there's an open threshold.
That should be cutting out like little tiny. Oh, then move both of them to a lower decibel.
Both of them? I moved them both down by like
Yes.
6.
All right.
Is my noise level okay?
Turn it down. Do that again by like a couple more decibels.
Okay.
Oh, and you can turn yourself down just like 2 decibels.
Hmm. 2 decibels. Oh, well, that's the wrong one. This is the one. Whoop. Alright, how about now? How's everything
That
sound?
pretty good. And I can actually. Let's see. I got the.
I'm not
I
too
can
loud,
hear
am
the
I?
music now, so that's good.
I'm not too loud, am I?
No, you're a lot more you're about even with me. Nah, I would go down another 2 decibels.
Another 2 decibels?
Yeah.
How about now? What about now?
Much better.
Awesome. Welcome back
And
to
then,
audio testing.
turn the after. You know how we were talking about the compressor gain?
Yeah.
Go to the output that's on me in the game, and then turn the gain after compressor. No wait, hold on. Yeah, turn that up.
Compressor gain, the output gain?
Yeah. That way.
How's
That
that?
way, if I'm quiet and the game is quiet, it's fine. But if I'm loud, it compresses me.
Right. How's it sound now?
Hold on. The music's a little louder. That's good. We can go. I think we should go a little bit higher.
Alright.
Go like 5 decibels up.
5 decibels.
This is good we did this. This is quality.
Yeah. How about now? No.
Seems about the same, but it's a lot more even now. Now, like, we're all within the same sort of audio range.
Good. Alright, are we ready to start then?
That should do it.
We good to go? Talor.
Hello!
Hello, we're the Mario Brothers. What's that?
Well, I gotta now I have to, okay, now I turn the music on the stream off, so I'm listening to you and the music on our, on Discord, like I'm listening to that live.
Live. From Saturday Night Live! Well, I guess
Xbox Live!
The Xbox, well, I guess for us it'd be Sunday Night Live, but whatever!
Actually, now that I think about it, if you go to options, can you turn the music up in the game itself?
I think that's up.
Yeah,
Cool.
turn the sound effects down by 1 and then the music up by another 1. Yeah. So let's go sound effects 1 and then background music like 3, yeah. Yeah, that's audible.
Alright.
Alright, let me check the stream here. Keep talking. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Like now I can hear the music at this, like it's not like a whisper, you know.
Yeah.
Whoa. Oh, sorry, that was on my end. I just had us all boosted on overall master volume on my end. Alright, we're still good.
Alright, good.
And I want to be like, I need to try just not shouting during the stream just because we still don't have like the compressor like calibrated for it.
Yeah.
It's like, no, just don't shout because it'll blow up the mic. Can't help you there.
Yeah.
And let me make sure I got your volume here. All right, check 1 2, check 1 2.
Check 3 4. Check 3 4.
Alrighty.
Alrighty, hey, what's up? I'm Jack. That's Taylor. And we've been reading Avatar comics.
We've been
fun.
testing the audio, making sure it's crisp and clear.
Crisp and clean. So fresh and clean. But yeah, yo, we're reading Avatar comic books, and I'm on the search, and the only thing I know about the search is that the Mother of Faces is in it. So as soon as like the weird couple in the forest, well, not couple, as soon as the weird siblings in the forest mentioned like a Mother of Faces, I was like, yo, we getting there finally. And that's about where I'm at right now.
It's pretty neat. Alright, and when we last left off, we were cross-examining Lotta, who, as per last episode, my theory is that she didn't actually see the crime.
I don't think she did. I think the camera went off, but I think she thinks that something big happened, but she didn't actually witness it happening.
Yeah, she just wants to be part of the process.
She just wants to be.
I'm pretty sure there are like legal consequences to.
Yeah, she just wants to be important, but she would definitely be facing legal consequences for that. I don't know if she'd get arrested, but like she'd get fined or something. Like something would happen. It's clear as day. The man on the boat was Mr. Edgeworth. Press her.
Well, you see Lotta's voice. I do Lotta's voice, but then when you're reviewing the when Phoenix is reading her lines in the green text, it's his voice recreating her voice.
I like to imagine that every time you like look at another piece of dialogue, it's Phoenix like saying the same quote as if he's the person and the bailiff has to like write it down every time.
He's like reading. He's reading over the court record.
Well, what about the other man?
Oh, sorry.
Bro.
Got so into it.
That's
also,
mine.
I think the objection counts as a sound effect instead of a background music. Interestingly enough.
Strange.
So we could turn our sound effects up by one. Let's set it to like 2.
You cannot expect to be allowed to blithely ignore your promise, Mr. Wright. Blithely? I don't know. I've never heard that
word. I've been
misled. What the fuck does blithely mean?
Blithe? I think it means like nonchalantly. Let me look this up.
Oh, alright. Yeah, look it up.
Showing casual and cheerful indifference considers to be callous or improper.
Oh. Neat. I believe you claimed there was a contradiction in the witness's testimony. Well, find it. If you can.
Mr. Wright, I have to assign you a penalty. What?
I'm sorry, what? Damn. That's it? Uh-oh. Boo Bear, thank you, Kitty. Kitty's in the way. Uh-oh, I don't know if I can find anything in that, but I can't squander Maya's efforts either. You can't penalize me for... Oh, fuck you. I saw it clear as day. The man on the boat was Mr. Edgeworth. That's it. Uh-oh, I don't know if I can find anything in that, but I can't squander Maya's efforts either. Wait, hold on. So I bet I have to find a piece of evidence. What if I show the photo? Objection! Got you, Miss Hart, finally!
What? You got what?
Look at this photograph, cause it's not clear as day, is it?
The photo I took?
Look at this photograph!
Oh yeah, because you saw it clear as day, and it's like midnight with no moon.
Yeah. The very same. There's something I want you to see in this photo. It's quite clearly visible. The fog, Miss Hart.
So?
So what kind of Silent Hill bullshit is this?
I heard they added the fog to... They added the fog to Phoenix, right? So they could lower the view distance.
Yeah, because they couldn't load in everything, so they had to make it like look less
It's so clever.
It is. This picture was taken with professional, high-quality film, correct? But then they had to ruin it by like getting rid of the fog to like add the far away things in like some later higher definition version, and then everyone was like, no, the fog was for the mystery. It's part of the game. You can't just like just because you have the technology to do it now doesn't mean you should. Like, it's supposed to be foggy. That's why.
Well, that's the funny thing is that ironically, if I recall correctly, I think it was a Silent Hill 2 remake where they messed with the fog, but they increased the genuine like view distance, and the fog just doesn't feel as dense if you can. If you can see further in the fog, then it doesn't feel as dense. So yeah.
Yeah. Yet even it could not capture the faces of the men on the boat. Yet you claim you saw Mr. Edgeworth? How?
What?
What is the Clone Saga thing?
Grab my gavel. Mr. Wright. Hold on.
I love the
Wright has a
gavel.
point. Yeah, well, I had to grab the gavel.
Yeah, I know. I heard it. It made me happy.
Oh, sorry. Dude, what? I'm very impulsively reading Von Karma's line.
I know. It's really funny.
For this pacing for some reason. Here we go.
That's why I told her not to say that in her testimony. Please. Yet now she has said it.
Your Honor, I don't think he's allowed to do that.
Yes. Your Honor, Von Karma's clearly just being like, hey, don't tell him the evidence that's crucial to the case. I feel like that's illegal and he should be penalized.
It reminds me, I forget like what court case was it, but it was really funny. It was like I want to say behind the scenes, but that's not how it works. It was more like just someone recording outside the courthouse, but like it was some kind of like document or item or something where the defendant or whatever had to like they had to give up a specific item or something to the court within the next few days, or something along those lines. No, it was they couldn't hold on to a specific like item. Not that they couldn't have it, and so outside the courthouse, he just gives it to his lawyer, and someone's like, "Hey, you can't do that," and the lawyer's like, "I'm a lawyer, and yes, you can." And I'm like, that's dumb, but like. Again, like if the judge also has a law degree, then like shouldn't they have seen that coming? Be like, oh yeah, you can't have this item. Don't skip town. Also, you're not. You don't just give it to your lawyer.
Yeah, you would think.
Like, come on, if you're a judge, you also have a law degree. So like, come on.
Yeah, now she has said it, Mr. Von Karma. Oh, I don't think we talked about this on stream, but we mentioned the idea, like, what if Gendy Tartakovsky made a Hollow Knight show?
Oh, yeah.
It'd be so cool.
Right, because Gendy Tartakovsky is one of the people who'd be able to pull that off, where it's
it would have, like,
someone
that
who
primal
can make, like,
feel
a
to
show
it.
with, like, no dialogue.
Yeah, it would have that primal feel to it, where, like, the only dialogue really comes from other characters that seem... Not even that they're, like, more intelligent or whatever, but, like, it's very clear that the vessel isn't, like, normal. Not in the sense that they're, like, lack intelligence, but they very clearly were created for a specific purpose, and that's, like, all they're focused on.
When you go one-on-one with another vessel, you got a 50-50 chance of winning, but I'm a genetic freak, and I ain't normal.
Genetic freak? No, dude, you start fighting like broken vessels, which are just failed versions of you. It gets like existential in that game. It's so good. I never beat it. I gotta finish it, and it's frustrating because I'm so close to the end already, and then I got distracted by so many things, and now Persona 5 Royal has my attention, so that's a whole thing. Anyway, how could you possibly see Mr. Edgeworth? Explain yourself.
Hard. But did you see the defendant that night? Of course, I said I could, and I meant I could.
I could see it with my special eyes, my Byakugan eyes.
Look with your Byakugan eyes.
Look,
My brand.
Even if that were true, you clearly don't have the Byakugan eyes. Like, it's not like the Sharingan where you just activate it. There's a very specific look to, like, non-active Byakugan. You have like pupils
what if
and
you had
they're
the
small.
Byakugan eyes and then you wore contact things over them so people could
Well, there's like a dude that shows up later who has the Byakugan under an eye patch, but because the Byakugan just sees through things, he doesn't actually take the eye patch off to activate it. He just kind of looks through it and just uses it that way.
Yeah.
It's really funny because it's one that because he's not a Hyuga. It's one that he like got from someone else, and there's like he's the one that finds out Danzo has Shisui's eye and is using it to hypnotize people. So he shows up with his special Byakugan eye, like, hey, I also have a special eye and I can see what you're doing. And then they're like, yo, you have a Byakugan eye, that's from the Leaf Village, you're from the Mist, what's that about? And everyone's just kind of like, hey man, nobody cares right now, you're being shady as hell, that's what we're talking about? It was...
Alright.
That's just so stupid. Anyway, back to this.
And please, then please testify as to the circumstances of your sighting.
I did it! I finally found a hole in Von Karma's carefully vague testimony. How Edgeworth was seen.
How I see Edgeworth, how Edgeworth sees me.
Edgeworth sees me.
Just also like a shadow on the beach.
It's the same on both, from both perspectives.
You're right. It was a cold night and the fog was thick as grits. So once I finished setting up my camera, I got back in the car. Still, I brought my binoculars with me. When I heard that noise out on the lake, I looked with my binoculars. See, no problem. Use binoculars? Very well. You may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
I'm pressing her on the binoculars, because even with the binoculars, she still wouldn't be able to see him. This one had better be good. How Edgeworth was seen. Binoculars, press. Binoculars?
Yeah, binoculars.
Yesterday you mentioned that you were out looking for shooting stars, correct?
Well, yeah.
Wouldn't you need a telescope, not binoculars, for that? I've got doubts about your camera, too. Was that really to take pictures of meteor showers? The camera's irrelevant to this case.
You're irrelevant.
You're irrelevant! You can't say that for certain.
Mr. Wright? Is the camera really relevant to this case? If you believe it is, you may continue with this line of questioning.
But know this. If you find nothing with this, there will be consequences.
There'll be half-life, full-life consequences.
I have both. I have all the Half-Lives on my Steam and still have not. I have not gotten around to playing any of them yet. I fucking need to.
After this, we have to watch the animated video. Yeah, the like source filmmaker or whatever animated video of Half-Life, Full-Life consequences.
Yes, because I haven't actually seen that. Is that the one where it's like, look, Gordon, a ladder?
No, that's a different thing. Although
Okay,
we should
well, I
also
need to
watch
see
that,
that
just
too.
because that would give us a giggle.
Yeah, because I haven't actually seen that. I've only heard the lines from you.
All right. Well, watch Half-Life Full Life. Hold on, I'm gonna make a note so we don't forget.
Alright.
After the stream, Half-Life Full Life Consequences, which is pretty short, and then Half-Life VR. I love how the title is just way too long because it's like Half-Life 2 VR. I don't remember if it's 1 or 2. Half-Life VR, but the AI is self-aware. But like, there's no good way of abbreviating that, and so it's just been abbreviated HLVR AI.
Alright.
Oh, that's the Full Life Consequences is where I get that joke about zombie ghosts. Anytime in any movie where like a character shows up and they're like, I died, and then they're like a ghost, but they also are like kind of decrepit, so they're also like look like a zombie ghost. I'm like, zombie ghosts. Hey, Mr. Wright, you wish to press further about the camera? Want to go home and take a nap?
Go home, take a big old shit, and then go to bed.
This isn't my house. My mom is not a bald judge with a long beard.
This isn't my house. My mom is not a fat old naked man on the couch. We don't even own a parakeet. Squaw!
Yeah. And then the cherry on the top is just the parakeet, like the little like tweet
just
noise.
Parakeets. Squaw! I think this is a movie theater.
I like
this
that
is a movie
detail
theater.
because you can tell they had to make that joke extra work.
Yeah, that was a good detail. This is make it or break it time. The camera is of utmost importance, Your Honor. It is perhaps the key to this entire case. Therefore, I will continue my line of questioning. Wow, maybe I went a little overboard there. Taylor, the gavel.
Hold on. Very well. I noticed that the more rigid the structure is, the quieter the gavel is. So if I have it like the plinth on like the floor, it's really quiet. Whereas if I have it on like this big like wooden desk, it's ridiculous.
Makes sense.
Very well. Tart would testify to the court about your camera. Yeah, I hear you.
The camera was set up to take pictures of the meteor show. We're gonna question her on that. Miss Hart, what made you choose that lake to photograph meteors? You know the fog gets thick on that lake. It's not very suited to stargazing.
That's a good point.
It's right off the coast of Silent Hill. You know that area's covered in fog all the time.
Well, it's right next to the Isla de Muerta, or Isla de Muerta.
The Isla de Muerta?
Not to be confused with the Islas de Muertas. No. Cinco Muertas? Dang it. Not to be confused with the ones in Jurassic Park, which are a series of islands called the Five Deaths.
Huh. I still really like the idea of a pirate crew just having like a cursed chest of gold on them and just activating the curse every time they get into a fight.
What if you just mixed all the stuff together and you had like modern pirates who are looking for like valuable cargo, and so they're in like some islands in the like Caribbean or South America, but the island has like modern security, and there's the dinosaur park, and it's got like ancient ruins because it was just built on top of it.
It's Uncharted, but you're playing as one of the pirate gangs.
Like I'm saying that Jurassic Park Island is a great set piece for like a Hitman level. It just makes sense.
Yeah, I can see that. You're like use a dinosaur to take out the target.
Yeah, like you wouldn't interact directly with the dinosaur, but you would just like lock or unlock a paddock or sabotage.
Open up a cage or whatever.
Yeah, you sabotage the electronics on like a thing that's supposed to like to close a door, and so the dinosaur gets out. sort of thing.
There's got to be one where you purposely let a giant dinosaur out to just sort of do a rampage, and then like you leave when that happens.
Oh, yeah, because I was thinking, like, okay, how would I do this without adding a whole lot of animation? And the main thing is just, like, oh, have it that the dinosaur only has 2 animations. It's got its animation when everything's fine that it cycles through, and then this animation where if you sabotage a specific, then it's, like, riled up. Maybe it has a sleep animation if you're feeling clever and you hit it with, like, a tranquilizer, and that will, like, that'll just distract your target for a bit. But, like, I even added an extra layer to that, by the way, because I actually wrote this up a while ago. One of my proposals is that the that just like with what was it called? Isla de Sorna, I think. They're like at the start of the level, there's like a distant storm, and then as you do more, like the timing in Hitman. And like time, in the sense that like, if they say like, oh, this the endurance race in Miami, it stop at a specific time. You can be on that level for like 2 hours and it'll still be going.
Right.
But if you're speed running it, and it's based on your like how long you've done, and if you've taken out a target, like the race ends after you take out the first target. So if you're speed running it, it typically ends in like 2 minutes.
I would want there to be a dinosaur that just sort of talks to 47 the same way that one weird hippo does from the previous game.
Oh, okay.
Just like a magical pterodactyl flies down and is just like, "Hello there, Mr. Assassin."
There would be a plot point where you can figure out that some guy gonna do the Dennis Nedry thing and hack into the systems, and he doesn't like he's having like trouble with it. So you can like you leave a dongle on his desk or whatever, and then he's like, oh, that wasn't there before, cool. Or you can do the opposite and like use his desk or something and send an email. And then it gets like the like director or whatever's attention, and it distracts like the director, the hacker, and like a dozen guards or a whole bunch of guards, and it like moves a whole bunch of characters. No, sorry, I was talking about the storm, where basically the storm wouldn't be like a necessarily an active part of it, but I would want it to be where, just like in the Miami map, where time passes when you like do objectives, or on the just like the tropical map where you where there's like a distance, then like as you take out 1 or 2 targets, like the storm like definitely feels like it's closer, like it changes the lighting and you can hear. I would do that where you start the level and it's like, oh yeah, there's gonna be a storm later, because I don't know, I'm a sucker for any set piece. Hey, there's a big storm predicted in the future, and you're like, ooh, that's gonna show up later.
Yeah, you're like, oh, that's gonna be crazy.
Just Chekhov's storm as a gun. Chekhov's gun is a storm.
Chekhov's gun storm. Yeah, I have like 1 T-Rex in a 47 level just be like weirdly sapient, like that one big guy from My Friendly Neighborhood. Like, they just walk around, you think they're gonna antagonize you, and they're just like, what? What's up, dude? Yeah, like the bird.
Yeah, you'd have to do a big Easter egg thing for it.
And yeah, but how funny would it be to just have 1 T-Rex that's like just kind of roaming freely, be like, that's weird, what's that about? Freak out when it comes up to you and is just like, oh, hey man, have you seen my glasses?
I said though, it would have to be an Easter egg, and it has to avoid extra animation. So you could have it that like there's like a Lost style like hatch, and that if you like bring it up like 3 golden idols or something, that it opens and there's like a T-Rex, and then it barfs out like an item that you can unlock. But
it's just a pair of glasses that help you see through stuff or something.
The T-Rex head just sort of translates on the y-axis. It doesn't. It's not like animated. It just kind of goes up.
Yeah, I
when
can
the
see
hatch
that.
closes.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, that would be way easier to
He
animate.
gives you like a pair of glasses with X-ray vision.
Yeah, I got the Joker vision. Hold on, I'll read this, then I gotta... Sure, hold on. Yeah, well, you see, I wasn't thinking too straight, huh?
Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness because of her challenged intellect.
Now, wait a minute.
What the fuck? Continue your testimony. You were saying how it was that you saw Edgeworth. No unnecessary comments, please. This guy's an asshole.
Yes, I gathered that.
I heard that noise on the lake. I looked with my
Nice.
binoculars. Alright, I'm gonna press on that. If there was a heavy fog, how would binoculars change that at all?
The heck?
Taylor?
Alright. No, it's weird.
You alright, dude?
Oh. Messing with my AC here. Sorry, you'll hear the wind for a second. Ooh, okay. Got that on. What do you mean?
Even binoculars can't see through fog. But you say...
Can you see why kids love Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
Because it sounds like a gunshot? I don't know.
What?
I don't know. Sounds like 2 gunshots killing a man.
The other one hit Gordy.
The other one hit Gordy. But you say you clearly saw him.
I did, yeah.
Yo, speaking of gunshots, do you know what a shoe bill is?
I know what a shoe bill is.
Do you?
Yes.
They're
pretty cool.
The giant dinosaur guys that sound like machine guns. I just learned about those today.
I don't think they're the ones that make a machine gun sound. They do clap their beaks sometimes. They're surprisingly quiet otherwise. Hold on, I'm gonna look this up again. Just to be sure.
Enough! There's no room for doubt in her testimony.
Oh, yeah, they'll occasionally click them together.
Yeah, they occasionally sound like a machine gun.
Yeah, it's like a... Hold on, it's like a...
Yeah, it's like... She sounded pretty doubtful to me.
Yeah.
I want there to be a Pokemon like that, or a Pal from Pal World.
For a moment, I thought you meant like a Pokemon that's just full of doubt. Like that's its whole thing. It's like a normal. It's like a normal or normal. It's like a. Yeah, it's just a normal type called like. Doubtrit, and it's like a rat that just doesn't trust you.
It's just a 30-year-old person who doesn't know how to pay taxes because schools don't teach that for some reason.
Why don't they teach it? If it's required, if it's like mandatory, then like why is like you can't tell me that like that schools are like are built exclusively for getting you in the workforce, but they're also like so bad at it that they don't teach you how to do stuff.
Look,
like,
man, the fact that schools won't even teach me how to like cook or clean, let alone do taxes, is how I know our education system is bullshit. How about a socializing class? How about a class that's just like, here's how you start a conversation?
I would love that first one, that was just home economics. That was the home, and it was economics. It's like, oh, so you cook, clean, and do house stuff, like, because that's kind of important. But the socializing one would be really interesting because like you'd get to learn from like someone who actually has like a degree in like social work or whatever. But two, because like it would be, I feel like we'd have a lot healthier like we'd have people interacting a lot like in a much more healthy fashion if they like understood like, to communicate.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. But my concept of like how good the average person is at communicating went way down after spending a while like trying to meet new people on Discord, and I'm like, hold on. So I was like, how I feel like I could. This wouldn't be weird if like English was like a second language where like you're just like trying to find the words for something, but it's another thing for someone to be like my age and it's like, oh, I don't know how to write a 2-paragraph essay or something, and I'm like, how did you graduate? How did you get through high school?
Well, I knew how to do that, and then I forgot because I never made a point to do it after high school.
Maybe that's the trick, is that if you to grow as a person, that occasionally you do have to like review your skills and be like, oh, I need to.
Yeah, but who the fuck wants to write a 2-paragraph essay, and why would I do that?
Just have like a grant system where if you take a break from like whatever your normal job is and switch, and it would work vice versa, where like people who are already like taking a class in creative writing or essays or something, like they switch and like it's like the replacements, like they get your job at the whatever you're working at, and and you write up essays and then you learn something about each other.
It's just a job exchange.
Yeah, not like a literal 1-to-1, but more like a shuffling around. But the point is that you would remember your skills, because I assume that whatever skills you use at your job, you've gotten good at. But like if you don't use, what's that quote from that turtle guy in Mass Effect? It's like any skill that isn't any ability that isn't tested atrophies.
Oh yeah.
That's also why I get grumpy at people who are. It's always why I get baffled by people who are like on Discord really often, but are not very good at typing. Because I'm like, but you're here all the time, so, and you're communicating, so you're typing. But is it just really cold and you can't move your fingers?
Yeah, it's weird.
It's odd. I have met people with like actual anatomical reasons where it's like, oh yeah, I got like wrist braces, or I got like missing some fingers or whatever. But I think sometimes it's just like if I said like it's just a skill that isn't practiced atrophies. Well, if someone like types without using like any like what's the word, like punctuation, capitalization and stuff, then it's they'll be a bit out of practice when trying to type at full speed with actual grammar.
Right.
And I'm like, that's your effective typing speed. Like that, when it comes down to like how fast can you write correctly? Because that's how you would be measured if you were taking like a typing test.
Right. But I have to find a clear contradiction first. I don't care how many Von Karma objections I get, I'm going to find a hole in this testimony if it's the last thing I do. Almost as thick as guts, objection. So, how could you see Edgeworth?
Now just, oh wait, no, this isn't it. Now just hold your horses for a second. Editor cut to Phoenix, but he's like holding two like really low-res JPEGs of horses.
What does this have to do with anything?
I don't. Here's the thing that I don't know the actual legality of. Like, so they put the watermarks on stock images so you don't use them. But then like that kind of came full circle with like channels like Spiffing Brit, who like he actually uses like purchased stock images now. He like buys them to get the regular stock image and then puts his own watermark over it to retain the gag of like, look, I'm using a stock image that has a watermark still on it. Like it came full circle. But the thing is, using a stock image with the watermark is like now its own type of comedy, and I do wonder, like, are you technically allowed to do it? Because in the early days, if I was like in the early days of the internet, there was that one moment where someone was like thinking of passing a bill where like everything on the internet is considered copyrighted, so YouTube just wouldn't exist because you wouldn't be able to do like a Let's Play without like YouTube being held responsible, and so they wouldn't allow Let's Plays in the first place. It would got to be a mess. But like I was thinking, like on a technical level, how long could you just keep using like watermarked stock images until someone at the stock image website was like, hey, wait a minute.
Let's find out.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, I completely lost my accent for a second. You hasty Yankee types never find a gal where I'm from.
So
if
Yankees exist in this universe?
From where I was from, you'll be dead.
Okay, hold on. Madam, I just need to confirm one thing in your statement here. So first off, Yankees exist in this universe.
I always get confused at the term Yankee because I'm like, wait, hold on. I thought a Yankee was like a person from the United States during like before like Americans were a thing.
Well, I assumed it referred directly
context,
to like New York sports or something, like some kind of New York.
Hold on. I'm gonna look this up. I'm gonna be the guy in the chair. Let me look this up. Okay, so yeah, informal, often derogatory, a person who lives in or is from the United States. More specifically, an inhabitant of New England. Okay.
Oh, I thought it was New York for some reason.
I think New York technically counts as New England. I always remember it by like I always wondered like what parts are New England because it's not a state, it's like a region. But it's basically, is it a state that's named after a chunk of England? Like New Jersey, New York,
right?
I think New Hampshire, maybe.
I don't know.
Those are easy to remember, and then all the ones that are sort of around that area. But I guess that makes sense that it's like, okay. So it's like, wait, but aren't you both like American or like English question mark, American question marks? And I'm like, oh no, she means like a northerner compared to her who is a southerner. Like that. Right. That's how the math works.
Right. There's also, I think, Yankee is a Japanese word, which looks like Yankee, but it refers more to like what Ryuji in Persona 5 Royal is, which is just some delinquent kid who bleaches his hair.
Oh wait, hold on. I think I know what you're talking about. Yankee with an I. Oh, yeah. Hold on. Yankee. The bar over the I. Man dressed as 1990s Japanese Yankee. That's hilarious. It's man dressed as a 1990s Yankee, and it's 1990s style. The picture is like sepia tone, so it looks like it's the 50s, but the picture is credited to being taken in 2015.
Of course it is. That's awesome.
In the late 19th century, Japanese were called Yankees. Hold on. Oh, there we go. Japan, the term Yankee with a bar over it has been used since the late 1970s to refer to a type of delinquent youth associated with motorcycle gangs and frequently sporting dyed blonde hair.
So like that one guy from the murder school game, what's it called? Danganronpa.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say, what, like some kind of assassination classroom?
Oh, that's... no, I was thinking of that one specific, like, pompadour guy from Danganronpa.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because he doesn't have the blonde hair, but like that, it feels like there's an overlap.
Yeah, he's very much a motorcycle gangster, like the leader of a motorcycle gang. So.
Oh, you're right? Because wasn't that like his thing that he was?
Yeah, he was the ultimate motorcycle gangster leader guy. So like he was a Yankee without the bleached hair, I guess.
It's just. Who along the chain of command? I mean, I assume there's no chain of command. It's just like a weird, like, cabin in the woods style.
How is that like?
But like, who picks Who picks when they say the best of the best? They mean like anyone that you could pick as like the best of a particular thing they're doing.
They also
it's
mean
like, oh, here's like the
criminals,
best martial
just
artist.
straight
Here's
up
someone with
criminals.
perfect grades, and you're like, okay, that kind of makes sense. And
This-
it's like, here's like the most powerful gang guy, and you're like, all right, yeah, you're just like picking factions. But they also have to be like relatively young, so they can't be like, oh, here's the here's a tech CEO, but he's like 25 or whatever. They still have to be like, you still have to be like people who would go to the class.
Right, but that brings me to my next question. What fucking Japanese like mobster guy is leaving a 17-year-old in charge of their gang? Like,
I don't know, but
did
you
this
have to
guy
assume
build
he's
up
got, like,
his own gang, or did he like?
I think that's part of the lore that he like. I think there's some lore in there where like he was like adopted, and then like he had a lot of enough like charisma that they did put him in charge.
It for some reason gives me like rah vibes with like the blue scarves and the yellow squares, or was it the yellow scarves and the blue square? I don't remember. But
It's an army that had red ribbon.
It's some kind of red ribbon army.
There's a corp of the capsule variety.
It was a headless biker lady. I don't know.
There was a Dominion that had police and tanks. There was Bebop being played by cowboys, cats and dogs living together.
And then some guy showed up with like an electric sword, and he was half robot. He looked like a Final Fantasy character.
And then there's this black guy on Mars with a hover bike, and he's delivering the world's fastest pizza.
It's midnight hour, time to deliver.
Which you have to assume means he only has to deliver the fastest pizzas on Mars. He doesn't, he's not competing for, the solar system's fastest pizza.
Yeah, dude, what
theoretically could be there could theoretically be an even faster pizza, but you'd have to get on Earth.
What if they had, pizza delivery races between Mars and Earth?
I can see that.
The Olympic pizza events.
But it's apples to oranges. The only way to make it work is if Mars is delivering to Earth and vice versa, so it's the same distance for both of them.
I could see that.
I don't know. Hold on. By the way, I turned my AC on, so now I can finally put my shirt back on. Yep.
Nice.
All right.
Why would you want to put your shirt back on, though?
There's a limit to how much I can not have a shirt on today. It's just.
I mean, I get that. I don't like being shirtless either. It's
What do you
weird.
think I am, Taylor Lautner? I'm not under contract to be shirtless.
I got a shark mask on because I'm not Taylor Lautner.
Okay, yeah, that's it. Thanks.
That's a deep cut for anyone who watched
Deep cut for you, Shark Girl Lava Boy. Wait, Shark Girl Lava.
Shark Girl and Lava Boy.
Boy Girl and Lava Shark.
Lava Boy with his lava bike.
Thank you.
Anyway.
Yankee types never find a gal where I'm from. Defense attorneys have trouble with that as it is.
Nobody loves me. Sons of such son of a camera. Oh wait, no. Hold on. Go back. Gonna press you on that one. Your camera?
Yeah, it's got an automatic. It
has an automatic. It has an automatic, and then you just hear what sounds like gunshots when it pans over, and it's just like a shoe bell making noise.
Bringing it back. Thank you for that. Just imagining a shoe bill, but in the art style of Phoenix Wright. It's got the clean lines and the shading and stuff.
Imagine a shoe bill as the defendant, and every time they talk, it just sounds like a machine gun. Everyone freaks out every time they speak.
The funny thing is, they only do that. I remember looking this up because I was like, oh yeah, do they make noises? And the thing is, they only really signal each other with those clicks. If I recall correctly, they're they're otherwise weirdly quiet birds.
Okay, imagine that, like, as a PAL in PAL World, though, and the advantage to that is that since they, like, legit sound like machine guns in PAL World, so, like, the enemies don't know, like, if it's you or the PAL, so they think that they're getting shot from another angle.
It's actually super weird if It's actually super suspicious if something's not exploding.
It's actually super suspicious if something's not exploding. Bandits will look at it and be like, it's weirdly quiet. Why is it so quiet? Someone's plotting! I do like that as sort of the vibe for a town, where, like, the second that the town gets, like, quiet and, like, more chill, everyone starts to know that, like, there's some weird cult activity happening. They're like, oh, some bad shit's about to happen.
That's like the kind of detail that I would add if I were like part of the dev team for like Red Dead Redemption 3. I would make an actual like audio cue where if a stranger walks into the saloon, it stops the music, but it does that even if you're outside of the saloon. So if you're just sitting there and someone walks out or like walks in there, the music just stops and you can hear the glaring.
I've never understood that. Why is that like a thing where like someone will just pop into a saloon and then everyone will look at him as if they've killed someone?
Yeah. I think so. Here's the thing: is that bit has happened so much in like sillier media that we don't have a baseline. Like people are like you and I like age don't have a baseline of what it's like referencing, but like the concept is that like when you have like a small, it's supposed to be weird when a stranger rolls in, and to signal that it's weird, you show that like they show up at the saloon for like a drink and everything stops and everyone's aware of them. Like if they're the problem I have is that the comedic timing is too tight, where they'll walk in and the music will stop like the music will stop as if like as if the person on the honky tonk radio is like this for the building. Like if it's they have to. It's like a baseball player. See the person entering, and within milliseconds determine if they're someone who already is in town or not.
Well, see, what you
keep playing honky tonk.
You see, you go into the saloon, and the honky tonk is just being played by fucking Dead Rat from Watch Dogs, and he goes to Dead Rat's room, and he's like looking at a camera at the weird stranger who comes in. And it's just fucking Marcus Holloway. That's why the music stops. He's like, oh fuck, it's Marcus. Why is he here?
How did you know it was me? Well, the only guy on the camera who appears as like a pixelated blob. Like as much as I love the, what's the word? Like I love the image, the visual image of like every time you're using a third person, like not third person camera, when you're literally using a security camera and you can see yourself via the camera or street cam or drone or whatever, like your face is pixelated. I'm like, oh, that's cool. Like it's automatically blurring it. But I don't think that's literal. That's a shorthand to let you know that like cameras don't detect you. Like, well, presumably they like delete the footage that they get. That they're not literally like putting a pixel on your face. Because if they did that, it would just be obvious to anyone watching the feed. They'd be like, hey, who's that pixel face person? I don't know, but that's super weird. I'm gonna call security.
Why the fuck are they here?
I have to do that every time.
Yeah, just every time. Every time a random stranger from out of town shows up.
Yeah. No, but I feel like you could reverse that pretty well, where like you have a character show up in a saloon as like a cold open, and the music stops and everyone looks at them, and it's like, Artie, can you please stop like stopping your honky tonk music every time I come in here and making people nervous? You're like, sorry.
Can you stop acting like I'm a stranger from out of town who's trying to solve some mysterious crime case? I work here. I own the bar. What are you doing?
It's an inside joke where they just keep...
I'm gonna fire you.
I can't believe you, Mark. Sorry, let's keep going.
Sorry. The issue we are concerned with here is mishiring Mr. Edgeworth. The camera has nothing to do with this at all.
Objection, sustained.
Arg, I feel like my Von Karma voice is just getting worse at this point.
Yeah, you remember, it's imperious, a little pretentious down his nose, and you gotta put your gut into it. Don't focus so much on your like jowls.
I'm trying not to. It's hard not to, though. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm so fucking focused on jowls right now, because it has nothing to do with anything.
I'm not a crocker.
What's that?
I'm not a crocker. Speaking with my jowls.
You're fired. Arg! He's not letting her answer any of my questions. I think we should question her more next time and call it...
Oh, right, because we started like a half hour early, huh?
Also, yeah, wait, what? Oh, fuck. Yeah. So, thank you guys so much.
Let me see here. The next time, we will be, remember where I left off. I think we'll basically, I think the next time we'll probably just show her the article about Gordy and be like, you were looking for Gordy, weren't you?
Oh yeah, that's probably where this is going. I hate her eyebrows. They make me think of Starfire's eyebrows from the Teen Titans show, which I love Teen Titans, but like, I always hated her eyebrows.
Let me guess, because like, they're sort of like dots.
Yeah, they look like,
they're minimalist eyebrows.
They just look wrong.
They're like those, like, no theater geisha eyebrows.
Yeah.
The editor put up one of those, like, masks where it's got, like, the pouty lips, and then, like, completely white face, and then the eyebrows are just sort of, like, just like a comma. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, I've been Sailor.
I've been Leaf Jack.
And we're the Peopleorians, and I'm reminding you to take care.
Stay awesome.
Have a beautiful day.
And stay hydrated and go watch Primal. It's very good.
I think we've told them to watch Primal enough. We should be, go watch OKKO. It's very good.
Go watch it. I have to watch more of that. I've only watched, like, the first episode. But also Avatar. Like, the original, the cartoon, the good one.
The original.
Anyway, bye!
Bye! I'll hit the stop.